Hello guys, how's it going? It's been a long time since the last video. I've been very busy, sorry for that, but now this is a new video for you. I always enjoy talking to you about different topics, and today I'm going to answer Joseph. Joseph sent me a video with some questions about learning languages, and I think that are quite interesting. So let me say hello, Joseph. And by the way, Joseph, sorry, I wanted to make this video before, but I've been very busy, like I said before. And your first question is, how long does it take a person to learn a language fluently? Okay, how long does it take? In your opinion, 2 years. Well, in my opinion, when we talk about fluency, it's not easy to say that someone is fluent, because it depends on the subject that you are. For example, you can be very fluent when you are using a daily basis vocabulary, or for example, if you are in a job and I don't know, you are a computer engineer, and on a daily basis you are using vocabulary, expressions, and those expressions and vocabulary finally become very familiar to you. So it's not a big deal to talk about those topics that are familiar. So of course you're going to be fluent, but maybe if you switch to I don't know, politics, literature, whatever, maybe your fluency goes down and it's not very good. So it depends on the subject. My answer would be, it depends on the subject. So when it comes of saying if someone is fluent, it depends on the subject we're talking. In general, if you have a good fluency in several topics and different topics, then you could say that someone is fluent. So your question is, how long does it take? So in my view, yes, I agree with you about 2 years. Of course, depending on what language are you learning. For example, if you are I don't know, you are English and you are learning Spanish, it doesn't take too much. But if you are English and you are learning Chinese, it's more time, of course, because Chinese it's harder. But anyway, 2 years in general, I think it's an average time for learning a language and to achieve some degree of fluency. The second question is, do you think that are talented people on learning languages? So that there are talented people on learning languages? Well, yes, of course, because it is obvious that in all areas there are talented people in the scientific world, I don't know, in sports, and of course on learning languages there are very talented people. But I think that the debate is not about talented or not talented, because there are very few talented people in the world in general. So I think the debate should be your strategy or your approach on learning a language. So the point is what approach do you use in order to learn a language. So there are good approaches and bad approaches in my view, and of course there are approaches that are work very well for some people, and other approaches that work not so well. So yes, if you have a good approach and you are not very talented, you're going to learn a language, because learning a language is not a big deal. It takes time, but it's not a big deal. It's not something that you have to struggle, or you have to be very intelligent or very clever. It's just time and exposure yourself to the language, and to practicing, you know what I mean. So instead of trying to see if someone is very talented, try to check his or her approach. For example, in my case, I like very much the Steve's approach, the Steve Kaufman's approach, input approach. I like it because it fits very well with how I like to learn a language. So, well, pretty much is what I wanted to say about that. I don't know if I answer your questions, but I tried to do my best. Anyway, let me say that Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and see you soon.